Hey, we hit 5,000 subscribers, which is crazy because it took about 5 months to hit 500, and then 3 days to hit 1,000, and about 2 weeks to hit 5,000. In my other subscriber specials, I did a top 5 presidents to handle the current pandemic, and I tried doing a Let's Play video in which I discussed a few APUSH topics while playing Mario Kart Tour. I don't know how well that worked out, but it was fun. So for this special, we're doing the top 3 things I love about APUSH. Let's jump into it. Number 1 is the classroom environment. A lot of motivated students take APUSH, who strive to do well and are going the route of higher education to achieve their dreams. This creates a great learning environment. Every year, my students typically start a group chat on their own, which, aside from all the memes they share, is very supportive and help each other with preparing for essays and tests. Also, after the test, is such a great time when we blow off steam by doing a bunch of fun activities like a volleyball tournament, an Ask Me Anything, Blazing Hot Wings challenge, and everyone's personal favorite, the Chipotle challenge, in which a couple of students volunteer to try to eat a Chipotle burrito and run a mile in under 15 minutes. If you want to try it on your own, here are the rules. The timer starts when you take your first bite, and you can't start running until you finish the burrito. So if you are a fast eater, you might have 10 plus minutes to run the mile. Of course, you have that burrito weighing you down. I cannot remember the exact time, but last year, my student Ryan Mayers did it in under 8 minutes. He is also a cross-country star at our school. We've also had several attempts that failed. The only girl to try was Molly Jackson, a great soccer player and overall athlete, and she had half a lap to go with over a minute remaining, but had to take a U-turn for the garbage can, of which is a disqualifier. You got to keep it down before finishing. This year, because of the coronavirus, we could not do some of those games and challenges we normally do, but I had a cookout, and I'm also trying to think of a few other ideas we could do. Number 2 is the challenge of the course. I like challenges, both academic and physical. For a time during and after college, I worked in national parks, including Glacier, Yellowstone, and Yosemite, where I got into rock climbing and mountaineering. So the challenge of teaching a class in which I have to teach U.S. history with a lot of depth, but also in a limited amount of time, and teach students historical thinking and writing skills is a challenge that is fun to tackle. And also, I see so much growth from my students in not only their skills and knowledge of history, but also confidence from taking on the challenge of APUSH as well. They leave the class feeling good that they will be able to succeed in college. And number 3, what brings me to the final thing I love about APUSH is seeing that my students receive college credit. It is an extremely valuable reward for tackling such a difficult task. My students generally fall into the category of their parents do not make enough money to help them with their college expenses, but they also will probably not receive Pell Grants either. So many are looking at an incredible amount of student loan debt to be able to achieve their goals and dreams. As an example, our flagship school in my home state of Wisconsin is UW-Madison, which costs around $25,000 a year in tuition and room and board. But a lot of students at my high school who take advantage of AP, dual credit, and CAP classes gain a lot of credits, and some are entering college with sophomore standing. Okay, so there are the top 3 things I love. I was going to do a top 3 things I dislike, but I think I'm going to keep this one positive and save that for another time. What I'd like to see in the comments, though, is although I know this year has been kind of a dumpster fire, but what is something you can take away from that has helped you grow? And do you have any other fun challenges I could try out? One final announcement is I plan on doing a Leave No APUSH Student Behind live review for those that have to retake the exam. The retake for the exam is June 3rd, so I'm thinking Monday evening, June 1st. I'm sure it will be way less students than my other live review, but I feel really bad for those that have to retake, and hopefully we can salvage the situation by making sure they are prepared and will be able to do well on the retake. Okay, that's it for the subscriber special. I hope you guys have a great day and a great week.